Hey everyone, this is Top Deck King. Welcome to my channel. We got another spicy deck today. It is Grixis SuperFriends. I figured I wanted to try out one more deck before the set releases, since the new set Innistrad releases tomorrow. I figured let's give another try let's try a different deck out and see how we do on the ladder with something right before the set releases. So of course I love control decks, and so I was like, well, let's try and see if we can build a Grixis control deck with the win conditions being all planeswalkers. So we have 5 different planeswalkers here, and so we're going to give this deck a try on the ladder, see how it works. But before we get into that, I'm going to go into the deck interview or the deck preview, whatever. And before we get into that, thanks everyone for supporting me. Greatly appreciate it. For all the new people who are watching my video for the first time, thank you for tuning into my channel. Hopefully by the time you're done watching this, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I do post videos, like about 5 or 6 videos a week, so there will be constant videos. So go ahead and hit also that notification button, so that way you know when I drop a new video. You can go ahead and check it out if you want. But yeah, thank you everybody for the support. Now let's go ahead and get into the deck tag. So we're going to start things off first with the removal slash draw power slash counter spells, whatever you want to call it. I guess we should just leave this back here. To start it off, early removal, I have 2 Bloodchief Thirst here. This is just so that, because since we're playing a Planeswalker package, I don't want to get the board state too far behind. So I have 2 Bloodchief Thirst here, so that way I can pick off a little of the early drops. So that way when I drop a Planeswalker, they don't just instantly get smashed by my opponent. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to cast an Onyx and instantly it dies. I pay 6 mana for 1 card. It's not really worth it. Of course, it absorbs damage, but then I lose my Planeswalker, so I do not want to do that. So I have 2 of these in the early game to remove the board state, in a sense, so that way I can drop these Planeswalkers. The same goes with 2 Flunks. That's another thing. This also helps against cards like Predator, where they could get indestructible. I've been seeing Toski kind of pop around, so the Flunk is actually kind of good against those kind of decks. So I have 2 of these as well, especially since if we're playing against a control deck, obviously Flunk's probably going to be a bad card regardless. But if we're playing against an aggro deck, they're going to be using a lot of their cards, drop it to the field. So Flunk should be able to kill anything they cast. So there's 2 of those Flunks. That's our early removal. And then now we have our this technically acts as a removal too, Shambling Gas. We have 4 of these, but for the most part you want to be using this to create the treasure. You could use it as a -1/-1 if you want to kill something like Luminarch Aspirate or something, which is a big card. So using it for the -1/-1 to kill that will obviously be beneficial, but for the main part, this is going to be a treasure generator. And so we're running 4 of these just because it can block, and then it can sack it, because we're running 4 Deadly Disputes, so you can sack it and create a treasure. And then as far as our treasure generation slash card draw slash engine, we have 4 Deadly Disputes. So we have 4 Shambling Gas here, we have 3 Valkies, we have Spider tokens. Worst case scenario, we can create a token off this guy too, the Dog Illusion, and we can sack those. We have Hall of Storm Giants, Hive, Elrond Epiphany token. So there's a lot of targets that we can go ahead and sacrifice and create the treasure for this. But of course, you obviously want to do this on the Shambling Gas, just so you can create 2 treasures as well as draw 2 cards. So that's our draw engine slash treasure generation. We have 2 Prismari commands. This is to deal with like chariots, deal with some early threats by doing 2 damage. But mainly what I really want to do with this card is I want to be able to create a treasure and draw and discard 2. So the treasure obviously you want to use to ramp up into your Planeswalkers, but also the draw 2, discard 2. So in case you can ditch one of your Planeswalkers, obviously not Valky because Blood on the Snow can't do it, but you could ditch one of your other Planeswalkers to the graveyard, and then you can use Blood on the Snow to return it. And the neat part about this is, since we're running Ronin and Will, you only need 3 snow lands to return a Planeswalker back to your field. Of course, this one, it goes both ways. The will side for this deck is very strong because it draws you cards and all that. It still makes your instance and sorceries cost 1 less. It makes those big creatures 0/2. That's great. The -7, not so great here technically. it is in a sense where you could target 5 of their lands and then play Blood on the Snow and destroy all their, destroy 5 lands. That is awesome. But mainly I would like it for the -3 to draw 2. Now, as far as the Ronin side, I like her for obviously the -4. You cast spells, instants, and sorceries, and you could copy it. Copying Alrun's Epiphany is going to be amazing. Copying Divide by Zero, Prismari Command, Deadly Dispute, Bloodthirst, Flunk, all great cards. It doesn't work with Blood on the Snow because when you copy the spell, it won't copy how much snow mana you paid for it. So it's going to just copy the effect. So, I mean, yes, you get to use 2 effects of it, but you don't get to return anything back on the copy because you're not playing snow mana on the copy, if that makes sense. So just know that when you copy Blood on the Snow, you do not get to return 2 cards because the copy does not pay snow mana. So that Ronin's good for that. So that's why the draw effect here is pretty decent here, but obviously the token generation is the main thing. And then we have our 3 costs with the Divide by Zero. Obviously we're in blue, so we're going to want to be having this in our deck. It's a counter spell, it's a tempo play, it gives us access to a sideboard here. Cards like Confront, since it's a Planeswalker deck, we could bring back any Planeswalker. Teaching's great, fixing your mana, creating tokens, destroying Chariot. So 4 Divide by Zeros there. Then we have the win conditions, the Planeswalkers, the beast of all in these colors, the best Planeswalkers I could find in these colors, which is why I also went to Grixis, because these are some of the most powerful Planeswalkers in Standard 2022 at the moment. So we got 3 Valkyries here. So one of them, the reason I'm running 3 copies here is because, so the first one, maybe the second one also, you want to cast as a creature just so you can see what their hand is, so that way you have information. Card information is huge in any kind of control deck. I mean, in any kind of deck. Knowing what they have so you can play around it is huge. So the first one, you're most likely going to want to play as a creature. Of course, if you already have 7 mana and you draw Valky, then yes, of course, you play it as a Tibble side regardless. But in the early game, I'm going to play this as a creature just so I can see what they're working with in their hand, so I can try to play around it. And so that's why there's 3 copies here. And then worst case scenario, we could go ahead and sack it with Deadly Dispute. I got 2 Ronins and Wills here. I'm trying this one out, see how it works. Like I said, I like the Will side for the plus and the minus effects, and then I like the Ronin side for the emblem to copy spell. So both of them have interesting sides. We have a turn 3 Planeswalker or turn 5 Planeswalker. So I'm going to give 2 of these a try and see how we go there. Obviously, 3 Spider Queens. This creates you tokens. It draws you cards. The -8 effect's probably never going to happen in this deck. I'm not worried about that because, I really only want it for the spiders, tokens, and the draw aspect. 2, I have no idea how to pronounce this Planeswalker's name, so if I'm going to butcher it, like Mordekin or something like that. But this guy, I'm running 2 of them because, well, the plus effect draws you a card. It's a +1 because you draw 2, put 1 to the bottom. The -2 creates you usually a big dog illusion. And then, I mean, obviously the -10, you probably have like a 30 card hand if you get to the -10 effect, but the main reason here is the plus and the minus effect here, the +2 -2 effect, where you could draw and create dog illusions, because the dog illusions, obviously twice the number of cards in your hand, can end the game pretty quickly. And then 1 Professor Onyx. Magecraft, since we don't have that many spells in the deck, the Magecraft effect is not really going to be relevant here. Obviously her effect, all 3 effects are relevant here. Drawing cards, the best of your cards are great. Them sacrificing, and obviously the emblem or the -8 probably will end the game pretty quickly. But I'm only going to try out 1 here. Let's see how it works out. It may go up to 2 just because, like I said, all 3 effects are relevant here. This one, all 3 effects are relevant also, but this -8 is probably game winning, whereas this -10 is probably not game winning. So we're going to try and mess around with the numbers here. Maybe it'll go 1 Mordekin, 2 Onyx, but we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. And then to top it off, our destroy remove package bringing back the planeswalkers and the extra turns. Obviously, since we're a snow deck, I'm running Blood on the Snow. I have all these planeswalkers I could return. Worst case scenario, I could return Valky as a creature. I could return Shambling Gas. But like I said, since I'm running a 3-cost planeswalker, I could also return this back to the field easily. And then for Outruns Epiphanies, obviously, because I want to be taking turns, I am treasure ramping, as they say, so it shouldn't be a 7 mana effect. And then nothing really special about the lands, it's just snow lands, and then the colors we're in, nothing really special about that. But yeah, so this is the deck we're gonna go give it on a try on the ladder, Mythic ladder at the moment, so let's see how we do. But hopefully you guys will enjoy. Stick around. Here goes the gameplay. Let's see how we do.
Found an opponent. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Let's shimmy. I get to go first. Alright, we'll try it. I have 2 Valkyries. I could look at their hand. So, what do we want this on? So, we'll put this on blue, put this one on black. So, let's put this on black then. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. That gives me no information. But we get to see their hand now. So, let's see what the information we're working with. What is this? Oh, okay, they're playing that deck. Alright, you're up. You are up. Oh, I mean, we didn't draw a land, but we drew Deadly Dispute, I guess. So technically that works. And then we get to play, wow, that's pretty nice. We get to play this next turn. I'm trying to just like look at their, see what they're doing here. Let's see. So next turn, I'm assuming they're either, what is this? So red. Does he have green? Oh, he does have green. So he destroys, no, okay, so he won't be able to do that then. So let's cast the Spider. I was wondering if he's going to be able to do this and cast Chariot, but he won't be able to because it doesn't destroy enough cards. I can also instead, I was going to say, I could also instead just draw a card here. But that's fine. So if he calling rituals here, he gets 2 mana. He can't cast Chariot or this other one. Yep, Arenos. Let's draw a card. Another Skullport. So we can cast this. Okay, and into a Shambling Ghast. So let's cast Shambling Ghast. Shambling Ghast, we want Shambling Ghast to die, so that way we can play no attacks. We're going to use this as a way to defend. Oh, he can 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if he, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 mana create 6. That's going to be kind of 4 mana create 6. Create a token that's a copy of target token you control. He can also use, he could use Deadly Dispute here into a calling ritual, but then he makes less. Actually, he makes the same, I guess. No, he makes less because he's gonna lose one of his creatures. That's a cool. I like the alternate art Chariot. We're just gonna double block it with the 2 1s. You got it. You got it, opponent. Let's go and double block El Chariot. You have a combat trick? Oh, he's gonna kill my spider. He's gonna kill the spider! That's fine. I don't know. I would have killed the spider because Chariot seems a little more important, I think. We have 1, 2, 3. Sure. Yeah, I think Chariot's more important, right? 2, 4. Ooh, okay. I guess we can cast the 5-drop Planeswalker, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 6 mana. We can't cast this. So I'm going to cast the big dude. And I'm going to draw cards. There we go. There's our Snowlands. there's the snowlands we were looking for. So next turn we have Spider Queen. We could then do Valky. We could do a bunch of stuff, and then we have Blood in the Snow to bring stuff back. We have what? 4 snow. This one makes it 5. Black. Oh, he has a gold span. All right, I guess we're gonna have to destroy all creatures here then, and then bring it back, I guess, because our wheel is dead. Goodbye, wheel. It drew us 2 cards, so and it blocked 4 damage, so it's not bad. I'll take it. Too bad this guy didn't really do much. I guess it's holding back their board, so it's not bad, I guess. Sure. Alright, so play Blood in the Snow. 1, 2, 7. Destroy all creatures. Alright. So I don't unfortunately we can't bring out the backside, so I guess I'm bringing out the spider. Fortunately, I am bringing out the spider. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I create the treasure, so if I sack to bring this out, create the treasure, he'll destroy 3, possible 4 cards. He creates 4 mana off it. I'm wondering if it's just worth it to nah, that's okay. And I'm going to cast this because of his Culling Ritual here. Otherwise, he's going to be able to create more mana. So if I left those 2 in play, he destroys 2, 4, 5. So he would use 4 mana to create 5 mana. But now, if he does it, he has 2, 3, 4. Another Goldspan Dragon. So he can cast Culling, destroy the board, and then cast Goldspan Dragon, I guess. Yep. Create 4 mana. And then cast Goldspan again to go after the spider. But we have, like, our hand's just all planeswalkers, so it doesn't really matter. Sure. Yep, another treasure. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. El Shimmerino. So we cast Onyx, make him sack the Goldspan Dragon. And then we have the 1/4 to block the Shapeshifter to protect Onyx. 2 Goldspans down. Sure. I guess you can activate the Den to take Onyx down. Both attacking. So we'll just block, I guess, the token since it's gonna be dead regardless. So we'll block the token. Yep. Ooh, Ronin. I think I'm gonna cast the Spider Queen again because I have Deadly Dispute now. So we'll create another. I need blockers to be able to protect the planeswalkers, so then I can just straight up cast this. So, and now it also protects against the Den. If he wants to animate Den, I can block it, effectively killing it. So there's a couple of things we could do now. As long as we have blockers to protect the planeswalkers, we should be fine. And then we got another planeswalker, planeswalker. Just endless planeswalkers. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. What do you got? Sure. I mean, that's fine. We'll block that guy. He swings everything. We block this to this, this to this, that to that. Jasper kills it. Sure. Magda. Sure. Magdarino. Yep. Oh, crap. Ah, I see why they use what they're using. Interesting. Well, Magda's going to be annoying with to deal with. All right, so I'll go past the blockers. So block here, block here, block here. Sure. I'm not going to deadly dispute anything. Magda creates a bunch of artifacts. Okay, we have to try to see if we can get rid of Magda somehow. Sure. All right, I guess they could just do that instead. That works. All right, let's draw. All right. Let's create the blockers. Let's create no attacks. Oh, so I could destroy this, cast this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6. Interesting. I think we do that, right? We cast Ronin, or Will, I should say, instead. Not Ronin. Oof. It tapped the mana incorrectly. Ugh. I need a double black. Top 0 to then churn. Draw 2 cards. Auto Tapper got me again. Auto Tapper got me again. We can't protect Ronin or Will. Oh, Auto Tapper. Because we could then even cast this or this. That's great. I hate you, Auto Tapper. If he wants to animate that and then swing into Rill, I'll double block with the token, and yep, that's fine. I don't mind. I mean, I'm killing off his man lands. That's fine. All right, so block here. He only gets to kill off that. Yep. You got it. Yep, and there's a blood on the snow, so we could bring back Onyx. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could take this. We have blockers. Let's do that. So let's take this. So that way he doesn't keep creating stuff. No attacks. We could block. Oh, another gold span. Well, that's good that we have blood in the snow, right? Another G Spannerino. And Tech. Oh no, Tybalt's dead. I'm gonna say they could just swing all 4 to Tybalt. Tybalt's dead. You got it. I guess this is just a block here. Yep. That's number 3, though. If he kills my creature, that's fine with me, too. Sure. Draws 2. Alrighty, then. Opponent. Sure. Alright, now they're going to concede, because once the blood in the snow happens, they're just going to concede. Destroy all creatures. Let's bring, I guess, the spider back. He's back again. Let's cast the Shambling. Go ahead. 3 gold spans down. It's a Planeswalker deck, opponent. I mean, what'd you expect? It's a Planeswalker deck. Good game of shimmy. Ifnars or Ifarns. Opponent gets to go first. Yeah, that's a keepable hand. We have turn 2 Valky, Prismari command. Alright, we'll keep. Let's keep this hand. What the heck? We're playing against that deck? Alright. Oh, I don't have red source yet. Okay. So I guess it's just Divide by 0 and Valky. Always the aspirant. Always the aspirant. Deadly Dispute. Oh, whoa. I thought that was my blue mana.
Cast Valky. Let's see what creature we could get. What the heck is this? When it enters the battlefield, put one counter on target creature. So I guess we take Linvala because he doesn't have green anyways. Wow, he kept this kind of hand, huh? Alright. Well, they have a draw green. Interesting. That's an interesting hand they kept. Yep. Guess I'll take 3. I'm surprised they didn't just put it on Aspirant and hit, you know, but okay. My turn. So he has 1 in his party. So technically, what does this do? Counter, target non-creature spell once control pays 1 plus an additional 1 for each creature in your party. Okay. No attacks. Go ahead. Yep. So we can force. Sure. There you go. Now you're getting smart. Okay. No blocks. We go force. We go block. So we go force the counter spell here by bouncing this. Let's try that. Force this counter spell. Come on. There you go. Results. Oh, I can also transform Linvala too, if it comes to it. Oh, Shambling Gas is not too shabby, actually. I mean, I still need red, but Shambling Gas is not too shabbily. Too shambling. There you go, green. There you go. Shambling Gas would have been better earlier, but it's still fine. Sure. What are the odds that they have another one of those? Yep. Sure. I mean, I could technically block this guy. Alright, we'll pass the blockers. So block here, Deadly Dispute this. Create a treasure. I could have also killed this, but... So he... Look, he might have another one in his hand. That's pretty sick. Interesting. It looks like they have another one in their hand. So if I play this, he has 2 in his party. I can't do it. I could force it out. Play the spider, but then I get wrecked. Alright, let's do oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I play the spider, I'm gonna take 5, 8, 9, 10. Then I could run it into an Alrun's Epiphany. Alright. It's gonna get countered because there was a pause when I played Deadly Dispute. So this is he drew another Consecrated Defense, it looks like. Oh, what? Interesting. Wonder what's in his hand then. I mean, take a look, take a gander. Linvala, sure. Sure thing, buddy old pal. I could eat chump block. Go for it. Yep. Sure. Blood on the snow would be nice, but then I have to also get rid of this first. Because this could give other creatures... What? He didn't even attack. He didn't even attack. So put this on blue. 2, 4, 5, 6. Play Outrun's Epiphany, take an extra turn, draw a card, then play 3 blockers. That seems like the best play here. I need to be able to... Now the holdup is Linvala, so that's what it's holding up now. Okay, another divide by 0 is not bad. Oh man, that was a tap land. I could play Tybalt, force him to sack this. I think that's what I'm going to do because Tybalt's a beast of a card regardless. Like, I need... There we go. We won. Good game, opponent. All right, let's go. We got an opponent. We got an opponent. I get to go first. Oh, we only got one land. All right, I gotta take a mulligan. I have to take a mulligan there. This is better. We'll keep. I guess I'm putting the Planeswalker to the bottom. I could also put Flunk, but Flunk might help. So play this turn 1 into this. Play this turn 2, use it. That gives me 4 mana, so I can't play it yet. Get to draw 2 cards. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. So Hive into Shambling Ghast. Hall into Deadly Dispute, into Ice Tunnel. Let's hope we kept Flunk in their creature deck. Looks like they're a creature deck, okay. So that helped out, actually. No attacks, you're up. Because otherwise, that would have been a useless card. But, I mean, they still have to use up their hand. So, we'll see. Green-white. Green-white. So they can still play a 2-mana play here because they use Jasper Sentinels and the token. If they choose to go that route. Block, sack with Deadly Dispute. Oh, didn't even use it. Okay. Wonder why they didn't even attack is the question. That's odd. It's a 1/2. There's the spider turn 3. The spider turn 3. Guess we'll go for that. Helm's Chris. Helm's Chris. We got the spider turn 3. Let's see if we can hold off his creatures long enough, though, is the question. And I'm not really sure what they're playing. It's green-white, but there's no snow cards. There's a bunch of just ramp dudes. So, it's kind of odd. If he attacks, we're definitely blocking because we're protecting the spider. 100% protecting the spider. Okay, let's draw a card. I could also look at his hand and see what they're wrecking, you know what I mean? That might be good because they're ramping up to something. The question is, what are they ramping up to? So let's look at their hand. It's also pretty far away from the Tibble. So what do you got? Oh, okay. I guess we take that. Play Shambling Ghast. So he has nothing there. I mean, he can do, let's see, 3, 6. This costs 7, so he can't. Oh, actually, he could cast the next turn. Play this as my land drop, and then we're just going to pass. No attacks. We're just going to protect the Spider Queen here and just keep drawing cards off it. We're going to be able to draw 2 cards per turn. It's going to be great. Yes, he can sack all his treasures and use Jasper Sentinel to create 2 dudes, but then we have Blood Chief to kill 1, and we have Flunk to kill the other one. So, and then he goes back down to 4 mana. You got it. You got it. So it gains indestructible until your next turn. Wait, angels? Non-angel creatures. Okay. Let's just resolve them all. Non-angels gain indestructible. So we have to chump block, unfortunately. Even though this is indestructible, we create a treasure. I don't want this to die. So now we create a treasure again. Because that's my draw power here. So let's draw a card. Ooh, an Alrund's Epiphany. Not bad. Alright, so Blood Chief, destroy target creature. We're going to go ahead and flunk the other one. And you're up, opponent. No attacks. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're going to hold up Divide by 0 here. Worst case scenario. Yeah, I think stalling, holding them. Yeah, I'm going to do this because waiting one, buying a 1 more turn is going to be relevant here. All right, there we go. We won that game. Ooh, playing a player Roz. All right, 1800. That's something new that they, I don't know. All right, so this is a keepable hand. We have removal. We have the draw aspect. Let's play this because this obviously comes in tap regardless. Next turn we play this, holding up Flunk. Then we play this on blue most likely, maybe red. We'll see what we draw. I have no idea what we're playing against. Since we drew the Spider Queen, we're most likely now going to put it on black. So that way we can cast the Spider Queen. Oh, we're playing against that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's awful. Okay. So draw. Now I have to put this on blue so I could use Prismari command. Right? So I could put this on blue and I could cast Prismari command. I think I have to do that. Destroy and create a treasure. And that kind of unfortunate. But oh well, fine. Because this wouldn't kill his creature since he had 6 cards in his hand. It's 7 minus how many cards they have. So this wouldn't do it. 2, 4, 5. Now we can use this to kill this. But that's also assuming they don't have something. So if I play this, I could play the spider. And the question is, do they have... What is that card called? The Snakeskin Veil or whatever it's called. Snakeskin, right? So I think I'm going to play the spider here just because it's the mana efficient kind of play in a sense where I get to create 2 dudes here. And I mean, unless he gets his creature trample, I shouldn't be too much of a problem. And if we draw an untap land, then I can use Flunk and Divide by 0 on the same turn. Does he have anything? He does not. Okay, let's draw a card first. If I could draw a black source. Well, it's a blue source. So we can kill one of them for sure. So let's put this one on. I don't believe we need double red in the deck. I believe 1 red is all we need. So let's put this on blue. I'm going to kill one right now while he has no protection because there's no reason not to. And the question is, though, this is legendary, right? That's legendary. I think we killed this guy because this guy gets everything else big. But then the problem with that is this gets to cast things for free. I think we just kill this guy then. Because this gets to cast things for free. So I don't want that. Well, not for free, but like for free. You know, like they get to pay. They still have to pay mana, obviously, for it. But they get to play the spell again, in a sense. So that's why. And having Divided by 0 and Flunk at the ready is pretty nice. He's not going to attack because he didn't attack last time. The question is, should I try to force a divide by... Yeah, let's try to force a counter spell. Or not a counter spell, but a protection spell, I should say. The Hexproof card. Yep, so... They had it. Snakeskin Veil. Alright. Let's draw a card. Let's see what we could draw. Shambling Gaius, not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and remove this guy from his hand. If he plays something, we divide by 0 it. And once again, we're just going to pass. We're drawing 2 cards per turn. They're going to eventually run out of cards to do. And this on its own doesn't do anything. Guess let's try it and see what happens. Because if I remove this, it counters this card too. Alright, there we go. We won. Alrighty then. Hey everyone, hopefully you guys enjoyed that gameplay, the intro and all that. This deck is pretty sweet. Like I said, this is obviously the day right before the new set drops. So if you have these cards, you know, and you want to play it, give it a try. It's a very sweet deck. There's a lot of Planeswalkers in here. We got what, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Planeswalkers in the deck. It's a very awesome deck. It definitely goes not wide, but it goes big, and it goes big beyond any other deck because you just play Planeswalker, 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 Planeswalker. And so this deck is pretty fun. This is my type of deck. I love control type of decks, and this falls in that realm 100%. It's not necessarily a hard control with all these counter spells, but it's very much a tap control, and it's a very good, very good deck, I think, in my opinion, obviously. But like the next set is dropping tomorrow, so who knows what, or not tomorrow, but I mean, I'm recording this technically, and the next day is going to be dropping, but the set will be dropping today, I guess, when you're watching it. So who knows if this deck will get better. It might. I haven't seen all the cards, but I'm gonna look out for definitely trying to improve this deck with the new set cards. But as far as it goes, this deck looks pretty solid. And just really quickly before I go ahead and end the video, cards that I changed, I ended up tagging out one Alrund's Epiphany for another Professor Onyx. Every time I casted Onyx, it seemed really good, and I needed and there was times where I wanted to draw it sooner than later. It feeds the graveyard, it draws you cards, it kills their creature. So I always wanted one of these more a lot more often, so I ended up trading that for that. And then also I took out one mascot for pest summoning. I felt like maybe having one as an early drop, 3 mana would be very efficient, especially since we could just Deadly Dispute the token here. So I cut one mascot for that, and other than that, I left everything else the same. So yep, that's the Grixis SuperFriends deck, 12 Planeswalkers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay, my commentary and all that. Let me know what you guys thought of the deck. Hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate you guys. Hit that notification. Drop some comments down below. Check the description of the video. It has the portable deck list for you, so you can port this to Arena. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the support. I'll see you guys on the next set. Yeah, the next set, I have some pretty spicy brews coming up for the next set, so stick around, go ahead and subscribe, and check out some of those decks I'm going to be posting upcoming. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.